Assalamualaikum. Hi. We are now in part 3, accounting for cash. In the previous lesson, we have already touched on 3 reasons why ending balance in bank statement and cash book differ. In this lesson, we will learn how to prepare statement of bank reconciliation step by step. I will use this question to explain 5 steps to prepare the statement of bank reconciliation. Study the question carefully. Identify which one is bank statement and which one is cash book. Okay, so which one is the cash book? Yes, good. It is clear here. The above one is cash book. Remember, cash book is used by the business to record cash in on debit side and cash out on the credit side. And of course, bank statement is the below one. Bank statement is prepared by bank to report a list of transactions where the deposits are recorded on the credit side and the withdrawal are recorded on the debit side. Okay, therefore, cash in, credit side, in the bank statement will be reconciled with the debit side in the cash book. Got it? Okay, so now cash out, that is debit side, in the bank statement will be reconciled with the credit side in the cash book. Okay, so now be ready with a piece of paper to write down your answer. Divide the paper into 2 sections, above and below. Don't forget to span a few lines at the top of the paper for the title of the statement. To make it easy, put the question and the answers template that you had prepared before side by side like this. Okay, step 1, write the title and ending balance. Okay, let's start. Settle the title first. Write down the name of the company. Statement of bank reconciliation as at 31st March 2019. Then, write down the ending balance shown in bank statement 5,376 ringgit Malaysia and ending balance shown in cash book 5,446 ringgit Malaysia to be analysed. Now we go for step 2. Ensure both opening balance are the same. If it do not tally, we can make them tally by cancelling payment or check that has been issued in the previous month and deposit that had been received in the previous month. For example, here, the check that had been issued in the current month starts from 724,591. Therefore, we need to cancel the check number 724,590. Okay, we move on to step 3. What you have to do is match, tick, and correct the errors. Okay, you match the deposits recorded in the debit side of the cash book with credit side of the bank statement. Tick or cross the items appear in both cash book and bank statement. Then, match the payment recorded in the credit side of cash book with the debit side of the bank statement. Tick or cross the items appear in both cash book and bank statement. So now, you may come across some items recorded wrongly. Do you? Good. Refer additional information to ascertain whether the error was committed by the bank or by the business and correct it accordingly. If there are no additional information, we will consider that the errors are made by the business. For example, here, purchase of 2,610 ringgit Malaysia are wrongly recorded as 2,160 ringgit Malaysia in cash book. That error was made by the business. So, we have to deduct 450 ringgit Malaysia from cash book balance. Don't forget to show the calculation. Next, in step 4, is for you to identify the items that had not been recorded in bank statement. Okay, items appear in the debit side of the cash book but do not appear in the credit side of bank statement are known as deposit in transit. All the items should be added to the bank statement balance. But before you consider all of the items as deposit in transit, you have to check the additional information. The item might be rejected by the bank due to insufficient fund. Sham's check was returned by the bank due to dishonored check. So, this item should not add to the bank statement. We need to deduct the item from cash book balance, that is 360 ringgit Malaysia. So, account receivable will increase. Now, items appear in the credit side of the cash book but do not appear in the debit side of bank statement are known as outstanding check. This check will be deducted from the bank statement balance. Okay, now we move to step 5. It's for you to identify the items that had not been recorded in cash book. Items appear in the credit side of the bank statement but do not appear in the debit side of cash book will be added to the cash book balance. Dividend revenue, that is 270 ringgit Malaysia. Items appearing in the debit side of bank statement but do not appear in the credit side of the cash book will be deducted from the cash book balance. For example, rental 500 ringgit Malaysia and bank charge 20 ringgit Malaysia. Lastly, you have to calculate the adjusted cash book balance. That is 4,386 ringgit Malaysia. So now, you can calculate the adjusted bank statement balance. How is it? Yes. The amount is 4,386 ringgit Malaysia. Adjusted bank statement balance and adjusted cash book balance should be the same or equal. Good. Okay, so that's all for this part. In the next part, we will learn how to prepare appropriate adjusting entries. Before we end, here provided to you a few questions for your exercise. That's all. Thank you.